women dishonest?
Are they dishonest?
Yeah.
That's just women's nature. Ask Eve. First woman in the world. Yeah, that's their nature.
You just have to accept that.
Well, you don't accept none of it. It's your job to keep them in line, you know, because you got to lead by example. Yes. I don't care how you do it. Don't think you're smart enough to scare a woman and she's going to get scared and not to do it again. She's going to keep trying.
Absolutely.
That's their nature. So you have to stand on these P's for real. And a lot of them to be out there representing P's.
Bullshit.
Man.
Tell us the truth!
I, in the beginning, hated it so much. I, did not sign up for that. He said he wanted to be a high school basketball coach. I thought I was going to be, the girl out there getting it.
Alpha sub, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alpha sub, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not though. Alpha sub, betas down, it's the motto. Tricks acting like they max, but they not though. Alpha sub, betas down, it's the motto. Betas claiming to be alpha, but they not though. Now, I'm not gonna tell you, man, that you shouldn't value your woman at all. A woman does have value, but you can't overvalue her and convince yourself that she brings more value to your life than you bring to hers. You know, just the protection and provision is more than a woman can ever make up for, man. So I'm not saying don't give her props for what she does, but damn sure never make her feel like she's more important to you than you are to her, because it's just a figment of your imagination. She knows the truth, so you have to understand the truth as well. This is called the abundance mindset. There's nothing she can give you that you can't give yourself.
No! You know, there are certain men who are under the impression that the woman they have is with them because she loves them. And unless the woman says it verbally, these men just won't accept the fact that it's possible that this woman is only with you for the benefit of being with you and still doesn't really want to be there. And one example of this is Aisha Curry. Now, over the years, Aisha has let it be known to the world at large that she wants something more than Steph. But let's take a listen. The woman has an amazing husband, very respected, even loved by his peers. Guy probably doesn't have an enemy in the world. One of the most accomplished NBA players we've ever seen. Definitely the best shooter most of us have ever seen in our lives. He's going to leave the game with many records. 4-time NBA champion. And still not quite out of his prime yet. And this woman still isn't satisfied. Because you can be the perfect husband to a woman, but if she doesn't desire you, she never will. Let's listen to Aisha Curry admit that Steph never was that guy for her. And you'll be able to tell that he still isn't. Then we'll come back and chop it up on a real tip.
I just never thought that he would like someone like me. I just didn't think it was going to be a thing. I thought we would be friends. Yeah.
Did you ever have anything in high school at all, or it was legit just friends?
No, just friends. Just friends. Yeah.
I get what you're saying. You never saw him as something, but I'm when you look back, is there any memory that you're like, maybe there was something or
no? Never. I in the beginning, hated it so much. I did not sign up for that. I also always thought I didn't know that he was going to end up playing basketball. He said he wanted to be a high school basketball coach. I thought I was going to be the girl out there getting it. So I didn't know.
There's something about that that's quite funny.
I thought I was going to be the girl out there getting it.
Now, what you hear is a woman who simply doesn't want to be in the situation she's in. But the benefits are so great that she can't leave. The problem with guys like Steph Curry is they believe that they can be a woman's fantasy of what love is. But a woman's fantasy of love is always so delusional that it never measures up to the reality of what love is, so she can never measure up.
Married? Yeah.
You were married?
I was married. I was a married woman.
What? How long were y'all married?
Not long. Probably 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Such a great guy, amazing guy. But we just didn't want the same things in life.
Okay.
He was okay with just love and, going to church and having a family, going to work and raising kids. And
You
I was
feel like you
I
wanted
want more.
way more. Yeah, I get that.
And I shouldn't feel bad for wanting more.
Did you feel like you knew y'all weren't on the same page before you walked down the aisle? So why'd you do it? What was the
That's
reason?
a lot of pressure.
Okay.
When a man proposes to a woman, that's a lot. And in front of people,
I didn't want to let my community down. They thought this was beautiful.
look, I gotta say yes. After that situation, I'm gonna tell you what you don't want to hear. Because someone should have told me.
Oh,
And I'm not gonna put that responsibility on them. But if someone would have been like, hey girl,
this ain't.
you're not even happy right now.
He was happy. Man.
And that makes it harder,
Yeah.
because you're like, you have someone that loves you. But at the end of the day, love is not enough.
It's not enough.
It's not enough because love is a choice. Are you going to wake up and do the work?
Every day.
Now, if this is the way this woman felt, she should be talking about this to her husband. But instead, she wants to get on a public platform and totally embarrass the man. Because once she realized that her fantasy of love was so far from the reality of it, now she wants out. Now, she doesn't want to be a single mom with little kids. But if all of these kids were grown, believe me when I tell you, she'd be gone. You have to remember, she has Aisha Curry as an example of what to do when you're with a man you really don't want to be with and you prefer to be with someone else, but now you're in with all of these kids and the financial benefits are so great that you stay until the kids don't need you anymore, and then you leave. This is her way of letting Steph know that this is what she's going to do. Because as you heard her say, earlier on, she threw herself at her career. And the reason women do that is because they want to have the breadwinner power.
Let me tell you, little air mattress having, couch hopping, dusty keyboard warrior something, okay? A woman's definition of broke and a man's definition of broke are two different things. A woman's definition of broke is $20,000 in the savings, $5,000 in the checking, which is down from the $7,000 it was because she got a little crazy, and now she needs to replenish that, thus making her broke, okay? A man's definition of broke is 34 cents to his name, having to use that weapon between his legs to probably sleep on a woman's couch or even sometimes sleeping with men for survival. We are not the same, okay? That's why women are always on girls' trips and going out to eat and doing all these luxurious things because guess what? We're good at saving. We have money. We just want to spend yours. So when we come and say, oh, we broke, we ain't got it, baby, it's never given. I don't have it. I will always have it. I just won't want to spend it, okay? Why spend mine when I can spend yours? Especially if you're asking me for something. Why? What's the smartest thing to do? Come collect your coin. Think I will.
See, it doesn't matter how nice of a guy you are. If you're the breadwinner, it gives you power. And when you hear her, what she is a failed boss chick. Now, has she done some things since then? But yeah, she's done those things because she's Steph Curry's wife. Not because she was just great and gonna accomplish these things on her own. There's no way on God's green earth she would have been able to accomplish the things that she's accomplished as Steph Curry's wife if she had been somebody else's wife or she had been single. There's just no way. They say anything is possible, but not that. So when you think about it, when a woman says she never even viewed you as that type, she just hangs on. And remember, she didn't even know he wanted to be a basketball player. He was going to be a player. He wanted to be a high school basketball coach. Where here's what you must understand. That's the level of man she was hoping for. She was hoping for a man with a basic salary so she could make her little six figures or $250,000 a year and be the boss chick. But now, even if she made $250,000 a year, even if she made $2.5 million a year, she'd still be the low man on the totem pole financially in her household. And she's distraught because of that. What Steph Curry has done is put a boss chick in the wife position. And the only thing worse than putting a hoe in the wife position is putting a boss chick in the wife position. Because at least one knows that financially she better hold on with everything she has. The other is waiting for an opportunity to be the boss. She's in constant competition with her husband. Steph Curry gets attention from other women, and what does she want to do? She wants her own attention from men. Steph Curry, he's out in public. The women love him. What she got to do? She got to show the type of man that she loves. Watch this. Steph Curry's getting all of these accolades, and he's always in front of the camera. Well, guess what? She got to get in front of the camera, so she got skills too, like this. You must understand that a woman believes she has the right to get what she's missing at home. And so she's missing attention, she wants attention. She's missing fame, she wants fame. She wants notoriety, she gets notoriety. She's missing financial opportunity of her own, she goes out and gets it however she can. And you men must understand that she didn't settle for you, you settled for her. Steph Curry is a multi-millionaire with generational wealth. Why is he with a woman who only saw herself with a man who was a high school basketball coach? And I'm not knocking high school basketball coaches or high school football coaches. In many instances, they are the father figure that many of these boys didn't have at home. So much love and respect to the high school coaches of all sports. But that man was never going to be on Steph Curry's level. Even if he had made it to be a college coach or NBA coach. There is no NBA coach more popular than Steph Curry. So when you think about it, you have to know that the woman who's with you in the beginning, unless she's contributing to the building of your kingdom, she doesn't deserve to live in that kingdom once it's built. And it's not doing her wrong. In her mind, she knows she doesn't deserve to be there. Most women can't have the man they want in the way they want him. So she accepts her life with a simp. And I'm not saying Steph Curry is a bad guy. I'm not saying he a trick. I'm not saying he any of that. I'm saying if you end up with a woman who doesn't really like you, you overlook some shit. And only simps overlook those things. Only simps overlook lack of attraction. Like only a simp meets a woman who's not attracted to him and try to make her be attracted to him. Only a simp meets a woman who's not interested in it and tries to increase her interest. Only a simp meets a woman who doesn't like him and only want to spend time with him when he's spending money and when she ain't got anything better to do. And he keep pursuing that woman to prove to her that he's a man she should be putting at the top of her list. Only a simp does that. Why? Because only a simp can't accept the fact that there's a woman out there who thinks you're the best thing since sliced bread. I'm talking about mother couldn't make a sandwich before you were born. But you would rather settle for this woman like Steph Curry did. You mean tell me Steph Curry couldn't have whatever woman he desired? And that doesn't mean he can have any woman in the world, but he can have whatever woman he desired. And he can have a woman who desired him back. The problem is too many of you men are settling for desiring women who don't even desire you back. They don't like you. They don't want you. And you'll just sit and accept this as if it's the thing to accept. Y'all got to understand, bro, that when it comes to things like this, you see a married woman, you see a single woman, but when a woman like Steph Curry's wife, Ayesha, opens her mouth and says something like this, you understand that she's no better than B. Simone. They're both women with the boss chick mentality. The only difference is Aisha was able to lock into a husband. So when she messes over her money and has to go leave out of Bloomingdale's and go shop at Nordstrom's or whichever one it was, then you can't tell she broke because she got his money to fall back on. B. Simone, on the other hand, doesn't have a man's money to fall back on. So when she messes over her money like women so often do, she got to get online and complain about it. So in essence, Steph Curry wifed up a less black, more fair-skinned version of B. Simone. Because his wife is online running her mouth and yapping and telling all her business and trying to get attention just like B. Simone is. So you ask yourself, why in the hell do you need a woman around you who can't appreciate everything that you provide her with enough to just sit down and shut up? All right, I'm done with this one. Like this video on your way out if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. When you subscribe, click that notification bell. Make sure your notifications are on so you can be alerted to when I upload some more of this Prism of the Ism. And as always, Alpha's up, Beta's down. Peace. Next.